Okay, I want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone pushing this word in 100% truth across the globe. And shalom to the men and women hoping to be delivered in the day of the Lord, hoping to be the chosen elect. Okay, today I'm going to quickly hit you up with some footage of a chariot, or a couple of chariots. And I've gone into it before. I've gone into the wheel within a wheel and explained how these chariots, so-called UFOs, UAPs, which are really chariots of Israel, I showed before how they hang around outside my house. And today I'm pretty much showing the same thing. As you can see here, this is from last Wednesday, 11:57, and this time using the night vision, you can see the wheel within the wheel turning. Okay, so I have to put this up raw because I tried to throw this video through the editing app and it wouldn't allow it, it wouldn't work. I've been trying this since last night. It's actually my second evening at trying to make this video, trying to get it together. It's getting a bit tedious, but it's cool. Just going to put it up like this. But as you can see here, you've got the wheel within the wheel. Certain points you can see it better. You can see some spokes within the wheel. You can see the outside edge. And here you go. You can see it's something spinning, quite clearly spinning inside there. Inside that the outer circle, which is a brighter lighter, brighter color, if you like. Okay, so like I said, these happen quite a lot. These occur quite a lot. They come around here, visit around here, camp out in Campeth, should I say, out round the back. And if I just stop it there, there is another one which just appeared in the same footage, within this footage. If you just take a closer look, so you've got this chariot here, and I didn't notice this till afterwards. I did not notice it at the time, but looking through the footage again, I noticed another one appears. If we look to the top right, as you can see here. So obviously I've got my finger on this, I'm just holding down the pause button, and that's what happens. It pretty much just pops into the screen and it flies off again. Now if you keep your eyes on there and just take you might actually see it come in and out. And there you go, you see it sort of comes in from the top right hand corner and it hits that particular spot there, and then it moves off to the top left. But it's very quick. Okay, so that's another one that, like I said, I didn't notice that till afterwards. But all I was really trying to capture was that wheel within the wheel image. If we go back to the beginning, you can just see it a little bit more clearer here. So you can see that that's quite clearly a wheel spinning within the wheel. You can see some spokes, as if it was a wheel with some spokes and the gaps. I mean, I don't know if they're gaps or if there's something else there, but you can quite clearly see something spinning, a wheel spinning with inside another wheel. That other wheel being the outside circle, okay, as described in the scriptures. So I took an image of this one. So this is that second one that comes into the screen. As you can see, it first appears from the top right, and the second photo it flashes up so you can see it quite clearly, and then it begins to move off to the left. Okay, so this is what I just showed you, with the second one appearing in at the same time. And again, it seems to have that same effect of the wheel within the wheel. Okay, so this is Wednesday around midnight. I mean, these pretty much this is happening daily. These happen quite a lot now. But this is Thursday, around about the same time. And again, the same sort of thing here. So you can see how bright that is. And again, you can see the wheel spinning. This night vision app, it's got a extra focus on it. So you can focus in that little bit extra and hold it. And as you can see there, you can quite clearly see the wheel spinning within the wheel. I mean, I could probably have paid for an app. I just downloaded a free app. I could probably have paid for one and maybe got higher definition, but it is what it is. And there's another one just there, as you can see there, over to the right. This one's a little bit too far away to catch, but you can quite clearly see something there in between the clouds. I mean, they might be behind the clouds, and to be honest, no, I don't think there was any clouds actually. No, it's been pretty hot, so there's been no clouds in the sky. So I think it's just the camera not able to pick it up properly. So clear. Well, there is a few clouds there you can see, but yeah, this one's quite bright and obvious. And there you go. There's that wheel spinning once more inside. So I just wanted to bring that out. Like I say, last time I brought out this information, I had similar footage, but it wasn't very long and it was quite dark. And here you can see the same thing happening quite clearly. So now what I want to point out is this is Thursday, 11:45. And about 10 minutes before that, I found one like this cruising across the sky basically. And so at this particular point, this is 10 minutes before the last footage I showed you, and I never took a picture of that particular area in the last footage, because there was nothing there. But I saw this cruising above me in the sky. Let's see if I can get a zoom in on this so you can just have a closer look. So there you go, you see that thing pulsating. It's got that wheel within a wheel effect, obviously, if you could get right in, but we're unable to. It's quite far away at this point. And this is just cruising across the sky. As you can see there, it's pretty much heading towards the tree. So what I've come to the conclusion is that I mean, how can I put it? This is like a night watchman. You know, this angel is acting like a night watchman, and what he'll do, this chariot will arrive, cruise around the particular area, and then he'll lock onto a coordinates. So, you know, when you go into sea, you know, everything just looks the same, so you don't know where you are. So you use the coordinates to let you know where you are and how to guide yourself out of there. And it's the same thing in the sky. You know, there's no particular landmarks to remember what's going on, but you can use coordinates to find a particular position. This is a still photo of that, just to show you that, you know, this is definitely not a plane. It's quite clearly a chariot there. And so what it'll do, will cruise around for about 10 minutes or however long, and then it will find a particular position in the sky, and then it will lock onto those coordinates, and from that point onwards, it will become a fixed part of the sky, and then it will move along with the solar system. And, you know, I think this is a technique of disguise that they use. So, you know, this is why a lot of people think that they're stars, or they think that they're planets or something. But we can quite clearly see them move around. And then, like I say, I never took this picture here. I never took this 10 minutes before, because there was nothing there. What I did see is what was above me, and then I took that picture, and then 10 minutes later it appeared here, and that's when I realized, oh, okay, so what you're doing, you cruise around and you find your coordinates, your little spot that you want to go to, and he goes to it, and then he parks up. So what he'll do from here, when he parks up in this spot, he'll just become part of the solar system now. So he'll just cruise around, he'll spend all night, and sometimes I'm seeing him at 4 a.m, 6 a.m, 10 a.m, or maybe not 10 a.m, obviously, because once it gets light, it's very difficult to see. I have seen a few in the day, but it's quite difficult. But what you will notice during the night is that he then moves around. I keep saying he's a spirit, a chariot. What it keeps doing is moving around with the sky, with the solar system, so it looks like it's part of it. But, you know, as you can see here, what I've managed to do is catch him pretty much searching around and having a little look around for his location. And that's why I say he's like a night watchman. And he'll find his location and he'll sit there all night. And like I say, I pretty much see these on a daily basis. I mean, you You know, these are all on separate days within the last few weeks or so. And there's a few more there. I mean, they all look the same, but you know, when you're sitting there and you're seeing them, it just becomes a norm. And as we can see here, Psalms 34:7, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. So that's exactly what it's doing. It's encamping around myself because I fear them. I fear the Most High. Fear Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Will I get delivered? Well, that's another question. That, you know, it doesn't mean you're going to get delivered, but this is what you could see as a faith booster. So this is encouragement for you to keep pushing this word and keep sticking to your guns and hold out until Yahweh Shai returns. So another one I'm going to go into is this one here, 1st of June. Like I said before, I don't have to go very far to come across these particular situations. This is at the front of my house, looking out the window, and you can see the sun quite clearly there. That's the sun. And then there's something going on over here. So once I move that net curtain out of the way, I mean, you know, there's this cloud's got a pretty funny shape to it, and you can sort of see a disc shape in the middle there. And a lot of people would, you know, start saying this, that, and I'm not really going to do that. I'm not going to say it's this, it's that, because it's hard to know what that is. But, you know, using your Occam's razor, and you ask yourself a simple question, well, is this normal? And the answer has to be no, it's not normal. So then you have to look at it and say, well, there's got to be a sign. This is a sign that the end of this kingdom is on its way, very close. I mean, you can see how, you know, that's quite bright. I mean, that's just, you look at the sun, like I say, the sun's over there, it's got its own brightness. But this thing here, whatever's going on here, is emitting some sort of energy or light itself. But like I say, you know, this is yesterday night. I tried to make this video yesterday night, and then when I went to edit the footage, it did kind of mess it up in the editing app. So I've had to sit down tonight and just redo it again quickly. But like I say, these are pretty much appearing every night. This is yesterday night, Sunday night. It's also out there tonight. I mean, this was about 9 o'clock this evening, and again I saw him cruising around, you know, just like I did yesterday. Again, you can see that light there. It's quite a bright light. I mean, you can't mistake that for a plane. You've got to be silly to tell me that that's a plane. And that's him moving across the sky again. But this is at a different time. This is, like I say, roughly 9:30 yesterday. Or last week when it happened, we were talking about 11:30, sorry. So, you know, there's no consistency with the time. But Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, reads, 5:2, reads, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And that's what they're going to be. They're going to be amazed. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this is he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honour. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints? That's what they're going to ask themselves. How? They're going to have to deal with it, though. So I'm not really trying to, you know, go into the scriptures and break down what the chariots are, the UFO, so-called UFOs. I'm not really trying to do a lesson like that right now. I just quickly really wanted to go into the footage just to show you, like I showed you before, this wheel within a wheel and what it actually looks like in a little bit more detail than what we saw last time. I did hear somebody, you know, watching a video, I heard somebody mention the night camera infrared a couple of weeks ago. And last week, obviously sitting there, seeing this same chariot start to appear daily, the last week or so, a spirit jumped on me to just download the app quickly. But yeah, I'll try and hit you back tomorrow or the next day with some more scriptures. All praises to the Most High. And until next time, Kol Holo Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash, Shalom.